Yo, I wanna draw about Minecraft movie. A Minecraft movie, not to be confused with the Minecraft movie, is a film released in 2025 and is based on an extremely loose adaptation of the game of the same name. Which, I mean, granted, it would be difficult to adapt the masterpiece storytelling of "It is time to enact manifest destiny." The story of a Minecraft movie is a tale of two men. The first of which is Jack Black, playing Steve, who throughout this film has a bad speech impediment where he can't stop saying things from the game Minecraft in a way that makes him sound like he's still on the set of Pick of Destiny. And when he was just a little lad baby, he, and I am reading this word for word, yearned for the mines, because that's what all children desired. Contracting miner lung. But of course, this was a dream that was barred from him until he was age 50. He gained the will and strength to sidestep a geriatric old man and entered the mines, in which he finds the magic doohickey and is isekai'd into the Minecraft world. This in turn leads him to befriend a wolf, build a house, and terraform the surrounding area to make his ludicrous theme park. Maybe this film might be a little faithful after all. But things turn for the worse when Jack discovers the Nether. I can't keep doing this, my throat's gonna destroy itself. And the evil pigmen, led by the Malgozer or something like that, who wishes to take over the world and all its fun because in a dance competition she couldn't bust it down and hit the gritty. I'm not making that up, but in order to protect his world and every other world, Jack hides the magic thingamabob back on Earth and becomes a political prisoner. Which then leads to the side B plot, where we follow the life of Jason Momoa as Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. A name gifted to him by winning a 1980s video game competition with his patented garbage can move. And of course, the garbage can will also be his new place of residence because the video game store that he owns is about to go under, unless he can scrounge out a bit of money in a world that will make you question what time period we're in. Like, we see characters who are driving 90s sedans, have pagers, and use black eraser boards, which makes you think that this film might just take place in, like, the 90s or early 2000s, but then, you know, someone busts out a smartphone, and now I'm not sure anymore. But in his search for quick money, Jason discovers the Whatamadoodle with a note from Jack telling him that he should never, ever, on any circumstances, use the magic MacGuffin in order to transport to the magical world, even though it will lead him to a shitload of money. So anyway, he isekais to Minecraft, in which he proceeds to gain a quest from a magic sheep, punch a creeper in his face, and bravely run away and scream a lot. But it's not too long in our tale when these two titans meet and join forces in agreement to stop malpractice and get that shitload of money. Oh yeah, there's also these guys. Here we got, I don't know, Billy. He's like the lonely new kid with no parents and is also super smart and created a jetpack that murdered Mr. Potato Head or something. And then we have realtor lady. She collects funny animals, and sister who looks 16. But is actually 23. I thought it was just Tom Holland who was forever a teenager, but what are we feeding these guys? Oh yeah, there's also a side plot where Jennifer Coolidge wants to have sex with Squidward. And it's here where we follow our dynamic duo. Man, these guys, through this majestic world, which visually is like the second best part of this film. It takes the standard blocky pixelated design of the base game and, much like a Christopher Nolan film, blasts it with the IMAX beam to make it visually stunning. But with that being said, maybe Christopher Nolan has gone too far this time. So, while everything around us looks visually beautiful, the mob designs have been, A point of contention, and if you thought these things looked fugly and disturbing before, well, get ready to see these things get brutally murdered by the Bland Gang, or even worse, graphically burst into flames. And while I would love to make the point that this film will bring a new wave of childhood trauma like the old children's films did before, I don't think that'll be the case because kids might be too distracted by the actual fires all around them in the theater caused by the terminally online people. But of course, the visuals of the world was the second best part of this film. Because the thing that took center stage when it came to the enjoyment of this technicolored insanity was the ungodly magnetism of Jack Black and Jason Momoa's chemistry together. I mean, I pinpointed from the trailers themselves that these two were probably going to be the only good parts of this film, and somehow, I was even more right on the money. Every scene they're in, they're just bouncing off each other so fluidly with the right amount of charisma, and you know, they seem like they're having the most fun out of any other cast member and are just enjoying each other's company throughout this. And who knows, maybe this movie will springboard more projects with them together, eh? I will actually go to the charred remains of a theater if it just means I get to watch them bounce around at a bouncy castle for 3 hours straight! And this movie really makes it feel like their bond actually meant something. As when Jason decides to sacrifice himself in order to save Jack and Child, it really took a toll on Jack. The pain of losing his new best friend hurt him deeper than any other attack or emotional trauma that he's ever felt in his life. And now he has to bear this new feeling that, for the first time ever, he is truly alone. Oh yeah, these joke facts. He plays off that sacrifice that it was noble or something, and that he's gonna be okay, but his eyes tell me sorrow. Or at least that's what I thought it was, that was what you thought it was too, right? Right? Please tell me this is canon and not the voice in my head that is slowly diluting my memories! And speaking of canon, this film tends to take some, liberties on what you can do and get in Minecraft. Of course, you get your standard Minecraft things that are in this movie. Your ender pearls, your slime cubes, your I am not reading this one. But then, this film just kind of crafts some interesting stuff, such as, the boy gets a gun. Yeah, Thomas, William, whatever the heck this kid's name is supposed to be, he crafts an entire gun that shoots infinite tater tots, which, unless you're in creator mode, I got a question, how many tater tots are you holding in your pocket, kid? And of course, the biggest thing that I took note while watching this film is at the end where... okay, they just make Optimus Prime. In the final quarter, Melatonin gets the witchy woo and invades Minecraft. And in retaliation, the main ensemble makes a bunch of iron golems and gives one of them this sort of, hold on a second. So it's called Fast Boots. I've never seen this before. And when they place it onto the golem, it turns into...
I am going to turn into a truck now.
And it then does battle with a big pig. Also in the climax, Jason returns. I mean, he is a well-named actor. You can't kill him off that easily. And Malachite loses the battle, which... hey, remember when I mentioned how it was kind of disturbing seeing all these realistic mobs get, mutilated and graphically murdered? Well, get ready to see our heroes celebrate triumphantly while the pigmen, start to see their skin rot off and panic. Haha, sleep well, children! Because combining that with the infernal screaming of 20-something-year-olds over memes will be the perfect encapsulation of what hell is gonna look like. And of course, this film ends with everyone deciding to leave this majestic and semi-tranquil fantasy land for the nightmare that is Idaho, and never mentioning a soul about it, because if the government or Elon Musk caught wind of this, well then we will have an accurate adaptation of Minecraft. In the end, Minecraft the Jason Jack Power Hour is one of the dumbest movies I have ever watched in 2025. But I can't say I didn't have fun watching it. It definitely helped watching this with the right group of people, and certainly never in the theaters. I would not want to be part of that paddy wagon. But I was also kind of surprised of how funny this film can get. Not always intentional, but you know, There's a reason why Tenacious D is so great, and everyone agrees Jason will make a great Lobo. Now, will I say this was the funniest film of that year? Well, buddy, the Looney Tunes film came out this same year. Let's not compare a good fart joke to a Greg Davies stand-up special. But you know, if you're craving some decent junk food movies, or have a bunch of friends over for a movie night, and you add a few drinks to the mix, then yeah, I endorse a Minecraft movie, a film I did not expect to actually like at all. Interesting. But also, internet, real talk, look at me, come here. Yeah, what the f*** happened to you? You got so riled up over this thing? This is supposed to be the zenith of the film that people will speak of as it were legend, and yet you failed to acknowledge and appreciate the true majesty of Jack Black and Jason Momoa doing an Aerial 69. What the actual f***, guys? This is why that disgusting troglodyte, Schwermy Bingleborg, is gonna win the 2136 election, cause you're all f***ing sheeple!